What's up with it? TikTok. I don't go live too much on here. I'm not really even active on TikTok, but I may be because it's interesting how karma works, right? The thumbnail, if you don't know who that is, it's a canceled tragedy pimp, a canceled scammer that recently has been getting exposed on TikTok because the behavior of this dude, right? He can't help himself. He goes to platform, community to community, and is a complete scumbag. Recently, I've learned of Evil Teapot creators over here on TikTok. Don't even fully know them too well, but they are some smart people because they were able to pick up on this guy and his behavior real fast, and they're also smart. Majority women. It's one gentleman, I forget his name, but I've been helping them because they're spot on with this. I went on their live the other night and kind of gave a little bit of input on this. But Doug, there's so many receipts on Doug. It's going to take me months and months to give them what they need. Instead of receipts, instead of screenshots, I'm just going to give them people and their own personal testimony with this scumbag. I went on their live, and this is somebody that fully exposed over on the YouTube streets, but I have no problem assisting people for the awareness over here on TikTok. This guy is not a good person. That thumbnail is him. It's a meme that I made because he did shove a broom up somebody's butt. Yep, that's correct. For some weird reason, Doug thought it would be a good idea for a hazing method to, just picture this. There had to be a conversation about this before it happened, right? Him and his wrestling buddies go, you know what? I think I have a good idea. We'll the new guy, the new wrestler that comes in, we'll pants him and we'll take this here broom and like how weird is that? He gets off because his parents, his father is a police officer. But like I said, this live I was on there for a little bit, and I spoke with somebody named Jim Terry. Jim Terry has a lot of history with Doug, right? This guy Doug is a complete scumbag, and this guy Just Doug is a complete scumbag if you follow him on TikTok, okay? He harasses families with missing people. He does treacherous things to a lot of women, which I'm going to be introducing these people to, Evil Teapot. But one person that has a lot of personal testimony, a lot of personal experience with this scumbag, Doug, is a gentleman named Jim Terry. He's a private investigator. I just found a real fast clip. I'm not going to be on here too long, but here's a clip of me talking to Jim.
Was when I contacted his former mother-in-law, the grandmother of his two boys, and did a 1-hour interview, which is out there. I released it on Nicolina 777's channel. I didn't want to get struck on mine. I released it over there where they pretty much said that he's over $125,000 behind in child support to his two kids, that they had restraining orders on him, and that he was just a piece of garbage. And he has two chubby kids. They're in their teens, and they virtually have not been allowed to see him. And he has harassed his family so much that his former wife lives with her parents with the two children, and he's not even allowed to have overnight. And he has 100% no custody if she wants to drop the boys off, but he has no custody, and that's verified through the state of California.
Yes, I have a conversation with him where he tells me he pays $1,500 in child support. The video you did on Nicolina's channel.
Hey, Carol.
No,
he doesn't pay. He has not paid child support according to.
Carol, there's some ladies over here that are exposing Doug. I know that you know all about Doug. That's actually why I texted you the other day. About Rayshawn, but if you could, I'll text you their profile. If you can give them receipts, you know what I mean, old stuff. You know how he's been to community and stuff on YouTube. They're on TikTok, so it's kind of hard to type in no thanks investigates. It's only going to be that community that he was in, and when you type that in on YouTube, yours truly shows up. So they got a lot of receipts in my videos and stuff, but I'm trying to tell them about all the other stuff that has happened. Now for the people, now this video, this live that I'm doing here is for the Just Doug supporters. You might think, yeah, this guy's talking crap with the broom story. You may think that, right? Well, yeah, we do receipts. We do something called receipts. Here's a cover-up of Doug's tattoo that he has on his leg. Now that says the comical part about this is a cover-up tattoo of a neo-Nazi gang that he was a part of when he was incarcerated in prison. He covered it up with this because people on YouTube knew it. Actually, he dated another creator, right? Which is where we got this from, right? So he covers it up with this only to get canceled. So, you know, bad luck tattoo there. But anyway, I just wanted to read the Just Doug supporters out there a little something, right? And I wish I could drop a link in the chat or whatever. Maybe I can. I'm not too familiar with TikTok, but this is coming at you from the LA Times. Police unlikely to file. Police unlikely. You know, here. How about this? Let's do it like this. Oh, I guess this is doing this phone. I have to read it then. That's fine. Police unlikely to file charges in wrestlers' hazing. Despite community furor about a pattern of hazing among Westlake wrestlers, detectives will probably never file criminal charges against perpetrators, authorities said Tuesday. It doesn't look like they are going to be any arrests, said Sergeant Mendoza of the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. Hint, that's where Doug's father works. I'm not subscribing or buying any of this crap. I just want this article. Our investigators are going to speak with the victims and their parents before pressing any charges. We're going to do what's in the best efforts of the children. While investigators are confident that the hazing occurred, they say it is up to the victims and their parents to press charges. The maximum offense the wrestlers could be charged with is a misdemeanor assault, Mendoza said. One of the victims' mothers said she was not interested in legal actions. They don't want this to happen. They don't want this article to happen, right? Embarrassment, if you will. I've been teaching for 31 years. I know that normal kids with stellar reports sometimes do things that are inappropriate. However, may still mete out punishment in connection with the incidents in which wrestlers grabbed students, pinned them down, and probed their buttocks with the handle of a dry mop. Excuse me, it was a mop, not a broom. Dubbed Pedro. So they named the mop Pedro. Vote for Pedro? The students were fully clothed and none suffered injury, despite trying to take clothes off. Athletic Director Joseph Pollock declined to say what discipline the school might impose, but the wrestling season will not be reinstated this year. School officials and detectives believe the hazing was inflicted by a handful of the team's wrestlers and witnessed by many. They also believe the entire team was at least aware of the incident, which took place on campus between September 8th and December 8th. The Sheriff's Department investigated will probably not be closed until the rest of the week. He added a few more wrestlers and witnesses must be interviewed. My reaction is being astounded to the school's overaction, said parent Bill Hutton. Who's Bill Hutton? Well, of course Bill Hutton would be astounded and think the school overreacted because that's Doug's father, who got him out of the... I mean, who names a mop Pedro and then shoves that's weird. You might have some kids... let me repeat that. My reaction is being astounded to the school's overreaction, said parent Bill Hutton, who added that his son, Doug, was not present when the hazing occurred. You have some kids about to go to state champions and they have done nothing wrong and their season's wiped out because the school acted before doing a thorough investigation. Well, that's just game right there, right? If the dude wasn't there, so you mean to tell me he wasn't there from September 8th to December 8th, or for the times that all the incidents happened? Stop it. If he wasn't there, you wouldn't have said anything. The dirt. At least we know where Doug gets it from. Although Hutton said you cannot be careful in cases of possible assault against children, he said the school should be investigated further before scratching the season. Well, people, we got him out of YouTube. So that's a weirdo that you have here on TikTok. But all of this is nothing. I just wanted to come up here because... Oh, come on. Lol. Flagged for harassment and bullying. I don't care. I'm not on TikTok like that. I'll burn this mofo just to expose you. Understand that. And then I'll make another one. And I'll do it again. But... the point of this live was Jim Carrey should be joining those women shortly, hopefully. And holy crap, you might want to tune in. I appreciate all the followers who followed from that live that I was on. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. But this guy is some of the stuff is comical, exposing him and stuff like that. But understand that, like... you can get laughs and stuff, but this is for awareness. The guy's dangerous. There's at least like 5 restraining orders that I know of. I forgot about that one I just played for you. But, these are all women that I've interviewed and had on. Has he tried to do some stuff towards me? Sure. But he doesn't do well with alpha men. His forte, if you will, is women, right? Is women. And I think he may have messed up this time. Because these women, Evil Teapot, that panel there, they're not like pushover women. They're hip on game, and they're not just going to let you talk over them and all, So I really, I think he's met his match over here on TikTok. And I'm so happy that it's getting exposed. And the reason for that is, again, he's dangerous. YouTube... we got rid of him. He then went to Kick. He probably couldn't make any money over there. And he then tried to come back to YouTube. But he has a channel there, but it's just clips of his TikTok. He's now found his way to TikTok. And every time he gets canceled, every time he moves platforms, he's a chameleon. He switches it all up. I don't know what this Graceland Ranch is. I'm not too hip on it or know what that's about. But from what it looks like, it's like some sober stuff or whatever. And more power to anybody going through that. But that is not what this dude's about. It's a complete fraud. He's a grifter. He tries to gain your personal information. He tries to gain your... He will try to gain your personal information in a way to manipulate, exploit, and use it against you. The guy is not a good person, and there's plenty of receipts behind it. It's not my personal opinion. To me, I laugh at that dude, right? He's nothing to me. But what he's done to some women is a whole different ballgame. And this app happens to be for the younger crowd. A lot of kids are on TikTok. It's a bad combination. So I'm happy to assist this panel. Appreciate all the support from them. I'm not going to be on here too long, but that's what I wanted to tell y'all. Like I said, there's so many receipts. It's best just to give people and testimony and let them bring their own receipts is the best way I thought about it. It is a terrible place. Carol, I'll tell you where to send them stuff. One new message. I don't really know how to use this TikTok Live. Joined. Does somebody want to join or something? Follow back. What is this? Is somebody wanting to join? Can I drop a link? I guess if somebody wants to join, you can. How do I do it? I guess he reported this live for bullying. That's comical. I'll appeal it. And look, I could care less about TikTok. I mean, I'm not on it like that. But I don't know the rules too swell over here. But I imagine if I did appeal it, like, what am I saying on here that's not truth? What? I mean, somebody's butthurt about what I'm saying. They have butt cream on aisle 4 at CVS. I think it's on sale too. So yeah, I don't know if somebody wanted to join or something. I'm getting notifications. There's also a few creators on here on TikTok that are either on YouTube or used to be on YouTube who have had, let's just say, some run-ins with this tragedy pimp, scammer, stalker, harasser, broom naming weirdo, and maybe I should reach out to them. They have established TikTok accounts too, so they have influence over here. You know what I'm saying? But once again, Doug will tell you that everybody's lying. It's all a conspiracy, and wait for it, they're all bullies. You know. But anyway, I'm jumping off here. They're strict over. Yeah, that's why I really don't jump on here too much. Number 1, number 2. What are these badges? Gifter badge? I'm not even monetized. How am I getting badges? Well, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe we'll start doing some stuff over here on TikTok. I don't know. A lot of people tell me I should at least put my parodies and stuff over here. But anyhow, yeah, man, I'm gonna jump off here, y'all. No problem. If you know the panel that I'm talking about, tell them I shot. They have it in their messages, but I shot Jim. The clip that I just played, I talked to Jim today, and I said, hey man, he's over there on TikTok starting his crap again with people. And they need some help. He said, without a doubt, tell them to contact immediately. And oh boy, Jim is an entertaining person to say the least, but he's an actual private investigator. So when he went through it with Doug, that little clip that I just played is just one little story. They have a lot of history, and he can give you some insight, right? Some real insight on what Doug did to the mother of, at the time, a missing child, Dylan Rounds. They didn't know where Dylan was at the time. Dylan ended up being found. He was unalive, I guess is the word I have to say over here on TikTok. But what Doug did to that family, and then I know Summer Wells' parents, very good, which I am also going to introduce to this panel. Just so TikTok gets to understand, right? what this guy, what this creator, what this Graceland Ranch dude, this persona that he's putting on, you get to hear from the parents of missing children. These people are grieving. These are active Amber Alerts, huge cases in America, right? What he did, the attacks on the families, right, with his conspiracies. The police don't think there's foul play on the family members. That's not what they're saying, right? But this guy, Doug, is harassing these people to the point, look, man, it's better off that they tell it, not me. But until the next one.